There's 4 peeps.
4 peeps.
4 peeps.
4 peeps.
Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on, I need to get my chat set up. I ain't going live till the chat's set up. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Then I could see, you know, how much people are. Oh no, it's playing in the background. I don't even know if anybody heard it, so I probably sound like an idiot saying "oh no" 100 times.
Don't worry, we already know how you talk.
Steve, are you gonna put your shirt back on?
That's not right.
That isn't right. And now they see that he did have his shirt on. Oh, we're live. We're live.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Damn, these headphones suck. True story. Bill already heard this, but when I got here and started setting up, I realized I had forgot my headphones. I got my Bluetooth headphones, and I use those to kind of, I don't know, if my phone rings or some shit. So yeah. I ran to the gas station really close to here to get some headphones, these ugly green ones, and they were like $7 for
those
some
are
headphones I could get at the dollar store. It's the price of live streaming, y'all. It's the price of live streaming. Anyway, sorry, Steve. Sorry.
No, that's cool, man. I shouted you out in my video, both of you, this week.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Is that why my subscriptions kind of went up?
When probably blew the hell up. Yep.
When did you do it?
At the end of the video.
No. When did you do the video? Which video was it?
It was Thursday. It was the
Vena?
Yes, the Vena.
Yeah. Now I'm buying.
You know what? I was looking at that today, and I didn't have time at work to freaking look at it.
Anyway, DBS Squonks is in the house. Fictitious characters in the house.
What up?
Cooper's Vaping View is in the. Oh wait.
What up?
What's everybody doing? What's up, guys? We always start awkwardly. Did you notice that? We kind of like start and we're all silent.
Well, I mean, you know, it makes for the
side shit here.
Gives us character, you know what I mean?
We start we're like talking our asses off while we're getting ready to start the show, and then we go silent as soon as it goes live, and everybody's like, "What?" They're just staring at us. What's going on here?
That's because they're missing all the good shit in the pre-show.
That's true.
Then we give them garbage after that.
Yeah. I feel bad for that. Oh, what's up, Phyllis? What's up, Dave? Dave's in the other room over there. If I get too loud, he might come tell me that the customers don't need to hear me getting that loud. But
hello, David.
Everybody misses the pre-show. You should see the shit Steven knows how to do with his tongue. It's really weird.
Oh.
Well,
his hat was forward. He put it backwards. It was crazy.
I did because I'm having an off hair day, and I don't think I can put you guys through that.
I don't think you got it, Will.
An off day. My hair always looks good.
Anyway, what's up?
I wake up like this.
William's always looking spiffy, man.
Is that a vape chain? No. That'd be really cool if you had a vape chain. No,
just a regular Figaro chain, as they call it.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Anyway, I know that's why.
Because I'm sitting here rocking a thin gold Figaro.
Yeah. Well, and I have basically the exact same one you do, Bill. I just don't wear it anymore. I don't know.
This was a gift from my wife on our 1-year anniversary. Never took it off.
That's awesome.
If you guys didn't know, we are actually turning our channel into the Gold Chain channel. We're no longer a vape channel.
We're going to be selling like freaking, what is that TV show? We're going to be selling jewelry and shit.
Oh, what is that? TV? No, I don't know. I know it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, QVC.
Oh, shit. George finally made it, guys. George finally fucking made it.
George Chastain?
Yeah.
Hello, George.
I've met that guy in person. He's one of the few people I met in person. So, anyway, let's actually talk about some vape shit since we're kind of talking about gold chains and licking our hats backward.
I'm gonna let Steven go first this time.
Okay, yeah, I'll go first because if I don't know it, I never had this territory before, man. I don't know what this is, but all right, I'm rocking the Niagara with the Convergent on top, and that's got some fruit punch in it by Keep It 100.
Keep It 100.
This is what you guys aren't gonna believe. I'm rocking also is the Fu Chai Squonk Mod.
What?
21700. Hey, got to keep it fresh and new. You know what I'm saying? and you got the Femto on top with some Hometown Hero, some good shit, some sweet tea. But what I wanted to tell you guys, and I was talking about in the pre-show, I got somebody who's going to turn this into a DNA 75C for me.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
Isn't that
if
kind
it
of
works
like
out?
putting a, you know,
like putting
a Ferrari engine in a Geo Metro?
Yeah, putting makeup on a pig.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, that's like putting fucking a gold lame fucking thong on a pig.
Hey, I just want to see if it works out, you know. One thing I don't like is
there's a guy by me who converts Noisy Cricket V2s into squonk mods.
Yeah, you know, if it works out, it works out. If it's not, this wasn't that expensive. But look, I don't like when you're hitting the fucking power button and the bar goes down, like the battery goes down every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal with that is.
Because it's a Sigelli.
Yeah.
The operation sucks, but the mods are bulletproof.
I was going to say, I took this thing apart earlier, man. It's only 3 pieces, and it's solid, but it's 3 pieces only.
Anyway, sorry. Nobody saw that, I don't think. I just bumped into the table.
I thought there was an earthquake.
It is Washington. Who are you passing it to, Steve?
Yeah, Bill.
All right, so I'm rocking my usual Badonka Squonk with the Karma on top. Dinner Lady Blackberry Crumble. My Cloak V2 with that fancy-ass Citadel on top. I love it. My review's probably going to be done this Saturday.
So you like it, huh?
Oh, dude, I love this Addy. I really do, especially with the reducer on it. My other one is my plug with the D Pro. I don't know if my son's in here, but I told him if my other mod comes in, this whole setup is going to him as a gift. In here, I'm running Darker to Berry. Actually, that's really good juice. Enjoying the hell out of that.
What is it? Just a triple berry or something, or a blackberry, or what?
It says Darker the Berry. It's got pictures of blackberries, blueberries, and something else on it. I guess gooseberries. I don't know. It's probably all dark berries. Cool. There is a new Dinner Lady flavor coming out. There is 5 of them. There's a watermelon slice, lemon sours, fruit fusion. Oh, and I can't remember the other 2, but they're all candy flavors. They taste like all the flavors of like Jolly Ranchers, and it's called Dinner Lady Tuck Shop. Keep an eye out for it. The flavors are bomb.
Do they come in a refrigerator also?
No, they came in a big metal box.
One of them comes in like a giant refrigerator. You ever seen that one?
No, I had the metal box. I think I have hold on a second. I'll show you what the bottles look like.
I do want to. What was I going to? Oh yeah, fictitious character. Yeah, the bottle size on this food chai is pretty awful. I don't understand it at all.
I'm pretty sure, Phyllis, that they're going to release them at Vegas. I had a reviewer sample pack that came with a sweatshirt and candy, reusable coffee mug, and a bunch of other little shit in this like weird box that looked like a corner store, like a little store thing. And you pop it open and the 5 flavors were in the top of it. This is the watermelon slice. It's the only one that's left, and it was the best one of the group. I saved it for last.
Cool.
I'm sorry. Pass on to Eric as I've been sitting here rambling on.
No, you're good, man. You're good. All good. All good in the hood. I ain't doing shit but checking my fantasy score.
Fantasy.
So, yeah. I'm rocking the QP Design Juggernaut Mini RTA with 1 in a melon watermelon on top of my Geek Vape Nova.
Is that a single coil or dual coil?
This is the single coil, the newer one. I got a review on it at youtube.com/paper. Thank you. And
really gets them every time.
Yep. I have my Box Mod Mafia Snitch DNA 75C with the Karma on top and Twisted Sour Lemon Lime inside of that. And all these juices you can get at phoenixvapor.com. Use discount code RTFA10 for 10% off everything. Just saying. And
RTFTA10.
RTFA. RTFA 10.
RTFTW.
forward
Quit
slash
confusing
forward
people.
slash.
That ain't right. And then I got my Box Mod Mafia Tiny version 2 with the Aora RDA, not with the airflow cap on it. And I got Raspberry Lemon Law Lemonade in there. And then, oh wait, I'm going to do that one last because I want to talk about that RDA a little bit. And then I got my Simple X Squonker with, oh shit, Twisted Sour Strawberry, Nick Salt in there, 25 mg. And last, I've got the top side. With
Still loving it?
Still loving it with Phoenix Vapor Blue Punch. And on top, something that I kind of in one of those situations where I got a really good RDA that I really loved called the Citadel. And I kind of use this to test things out because Blue Punch is my all-day vape.
Sure.
And I got this guy from Vapor's Cloud, the Shogun, and I like it more than I like the Citadel. Just saying.
Oh my
Just
God,
saying.
blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Is that dual coil or single coil?
Single coil.
I think I've seen. What's it look like? What's the deck look like?
The deck? Oh, my cotton. I just pulled my cotton out.
Okay, that's kind of like, it looks like the Karma, man.
Yep, exactly what it looks
flip
like.
that over again.
Exactly what it reminds me of when I vape it, too.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the Karma.
Dude,
Just
it's
with
good.
those little divots in the top.
And the Karma is like my probably I would say my favorite RDA of all time, I would think. I love that thing. And then I what's interesting is I haven't heard much talk about this little guy. I don't know. And when I brought it up in the pre-show, you guys said that you had heard a few things about it, but I haven't seen much on it at all. And it's one of those things that's kind of like the D Pro Mini was an RDA that I absolutely loved. And I didn't hear much love for that. There was a few reviews out there. What is it? Why do you think there's these certain RDAs that don't get love, even though they're good RDAs?
I think it's the companies and their names and if they're big or not.
I agree, but honestly, I love the D Pro Mini. I mean, I have it on my plug. And I think what turned me off to it is it is entirely stainless steel, and that fucker gets hot. And I'm talking 1 or 2 hits, and that thing is hot. So, I mean, I can chain vape this Citadel, and it doesn't get hot.
So the D Pro Mini, I had a Squonk Donkey cap on it. So it didn't get hot for me.
Oh, yeah. All right. I was going to do the Squonk Donkey cap, but no offense, I have an issue with buying a cap that costs more than the RDA itself.
Yeah, well, that's why I was surprised the D Pro Mini wasn't more popular, because it was a good little flavor banger. And
I just don't think it was promoted, man.
I think the only like discount RDA that I've ever seen that got like hella love, it got tons of love, was that fucking Tobino.
Well, and the Wasp Nano got a lot of love.
That's what I was going to say, the Wasp Nano as well.
But the Tobino, dude, everybody came out with caps for it and everything. It was a freaking $15 RDA. And everybody, Never Normal, had caps. And it was weird. People are running out, spending twice as much as the RDA is worth to buy one cap.
You can get the RDA for like $11, you know what I mean, now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I mean, look at Bomber Tech. They have the Firefly. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, RDA. It's a single coil RDA. It's actually kind of like the Wasp a little bit. And it's actually 510 compatible. The Wasp isn't, but it like you can shove one in there and get it into it. But I don't know. No one really ever talked about the Firefly either. And it was a pretty good RDA.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of, which way are the winds blowing that week?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Wasp Nano, I think, how do you say, Omie? I mean, what did they put out before the Nano? Not much, right?
No. No.
If anything.
There's a Wasp RDTA, but I don't know if that came out after or before.
Dakota, who's in the chat, works here at Phoenix, and I know he has that RDTA. I haven't tried. No, I did try it.
I tell you what, I have a squonkable RDTA on my build bench right behind me. And I tell you what, it's one of my favorites, but you have to build it really fucking high ohms Otherwise, it's gonna blow your mouth up.
Yeah, RDTAs, you gotta do that.
I got that Pindad, and I love that thing. That thing is a flavor banger.
Great RDTA. I have that one as well. Actually, to be honest with you, man, I think RDTAs are one of my favorite things, and I've said that in a couple of reviews. But it's just because, like, you can hardly ever over squonk them, ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to get the same flavor as an RDA. Yes, sometimes they're a little bit of a bitch to wick. But for the way that I vape, it never had dry hits because I'm vaping at such low watts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, being honest, I think the thing that pushed me away from RDTAs is I was big on RDTAs for a while. I mean, I had fucking every RDTA. I can't remember the name of I had every RDTA from Limitless. And I love them. But once I switched to squonking and I went to a little single coil RDA, dude, I realized I could rebuild and wick all three of my mech squonkers in the time it took me to rebuild one RDTA.
Sure. They can be a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, they're finicky.
So, Fictitious brought up a good point. He said the Wasp Nano got love because it was on the block for a while and countless people said it was good. So it kind of steamrolled into a certain popularity or snowballed. It didn't. It wasn't instantly popular. Right. It took a little bit.
I think the price helped too.
Hit a big chime right there. Something you said hit a real big chime. It all depends on personalities in the vape community. Now, if you're in a certain group and there's someone who everybody loves, everybody respects, all it takes is that person one time to say, hey, I tried this RDA out and I really liked it. All his little fanboys and fuckboys are going to be all over it going, oh my God, it's the best RDA.
Sure.
That's all it takes is one really popular person to say it's a good RDA and it'll take off like wildfire.
Because I wasn't really a fan of the Wasp. I actually just picked one up maybe 3 weeks ago. It just has too much airflow for me, man.
I never got one. I just, for some reason, in no way did it blow my skirt up.
Well, I mean, for $11, I was like, whatever, man. I'm going to try this.
Hey, Bill, I'll blow your skirt up.
Hey, it'll cost you $20, bitch.
Hey, that is less than I charged you, so hey.
He's raising prices up in this bitch.
Oh, damn. All right, let's get back.
I agree, 100% fictitious character. George, cue the BTK. Prime example. He got when he did that RDA, he was smart about it. He got all the people from Swamp America. He got the people from what was it? Bottom Feeders. He got all the big names to back that RDA. And everybody started running group buys, and they were selling out like fucking hotcakes.
Also, you got to remember, man, that's the first RDA that was like cheap as hell, and you got 3 top caps, all the drip tips, all the beauty rings, all that shit. And I remember thinking, damn, dude. And I had like conversations with him saying, well, dude, if you can sell them for this price, people are just waxing out here, man, for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, Albert nailed that shit. He really did. And now the rumor mill's churning. I heard Scott mention it and someone else that he's supposed to be coming out with something new. But I heard about it and then it just kind of disappeared and faded into the weeds. So I don't know if he lost funding or
he was loving his he was making a lot of that billet box stuff and all those little pod system things, and I think he was getting up in that. But dude, I'd support him if he got an RDA out. He's
Hell
a good.
Yeah. Albert was the shit. He knew what he was doing, and he marketed. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, it's and I don't mean this in a facetious manner. I mean this totally honest and with all due respect. He milked the shit out of that.
Oh yeah.
He milked that shit because the last 3 versions weren't very different from the first one.
And I actually like the first version.
V3, V4, V5. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no change.
Just different colored top caps. That's about it. But I like the first version better because the airflow is a little bit different. They did change the airflow after version 1, and after that, everything was basically the same.
I like that. What was I think it was the 3rd iteration.
Yep, 3 and 5 were my favorites.
The 3rd one, I forgot what they called it. It had some type of weird name. But it was really good.
There was I get them all mixed up. There was the Trapmatic, which I think was the last one, I think.
Yep. There was one and it had a name, and I want to say it started with a P, but it was just a weird version, and everybody wanted that one. And then they had the 187 mod, the 187.
Yeah, the 187.
Yeah, there they all are. Believe it or not,
Oh.
you know what I did with mine? I gave them away.
I probably would give some away, man.
I'm like, I sold my what did I have? I had my old Dot Squonk, and a friend of mine bought it off me. He's like, I'll give you $70 for it. I was like, honestly, in my head, I'm like, it ain't worth 70, but I'll take your 70 and I'll give you a free B2K with a blue Squonk Donkey cap to match the mod.
See, this one was my favorite though. It's the first
Caviar edition.
Well, this was the first one. And I liked how the big like the fins were and shit on it. It looked like classy, man. But I mean, they were all pretty nice. I mean, look, he kind of changed up the fins on this one. This might be the one you like, Eric. The one with like the fins, like kind of like
that's like the fourth one.
Yep.
I had the caviar edition. It didn't have the weird fins. It just had the straight like that right there.
This is it right here.
Yeah, the caviar. And I actually love that thing. But I gave it away because, no offense, that is nothing compared to my Karma, my basic 1.1.
I think it was a good starter RDA to get into single coil, into like all that stuff because of the price of it. And I mean, if you like a little bit more airflow, this thing's actually pretty good.
Exactly. I was going to say, if you want to get into squonking and single coil and still blow huge clouds,
yes,
it's the way to go.
And I used to, like I said, he sent me a bunch of these for review. I did buy like I bought 2 of them, but I used to really like this RDA.
So if anybody has headphones, I apologize because the audio just froze up for a second. That was weird as shit. Anyway, and it made a loud noise. But I just want to say what's up to Mr. Just Right One, who is in the chat room. What's up? Yes. So that's interesting. And one thing that did surprise me, speaking of Mr. Just Right One, because we've talked about RDAs that have gotten or have not gotten the love they deserved, and then how some of those guys who came out of nowhere marketed right, like the B2K, the profile, that was a really good RDA in my opinion, but I didn't expect it to blow up like it did. And it's blown up. And it was blowing up even before Rip Trippers called it the best RDA of the year.
Which RDA?
The profile.
Yeah, but Rip Trippers
Mr. Just Right's RDA.
Yeah. Profile. Yes.
Rip Trippers is for sale as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah,
that's
but
another one I could suck a fart from my ass. I don't like him at all.
All he has to do is say one thing, man, and everything will become gold.
Oh, yeah, he's got how many fucking followers?
Like 30 million.
I mean, honestly, one of the Addies that I loved as far as flavor was the Pulse 24.
Yeah,
I love that thing. And everybody gave it shit because of fucking $25 RDA. And no offense, Tony, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what anybody says. Tony is the most honest and forthcoming person in our entire industry. I mean, argue that to the death with anyone.
From having him on here, he seemed like a pretty cool dude, pretty down to earth.
Tony is very straightforward. He will not blow smoke up your ass or vape up your ass. He will not he doesn't lie. And he will tell you exactly how it is. The only time he won't tell you exactly how it is like when he first came out with the Pulse RDA. I had seen it about a month and a half before it dropped. And he swore me. He goes, don't show this to anybody. And I didn't. I wouldn't. And
I know we tried to get you to show us. You bragged.
And everybody was like, and asking me. And they asked him. And he's like, listen, I signed an NDA. I cannot tell you what this looks like until they gave me permission. That's what I loved about Tony. He stayed true to himself, regardless of everybody pressuring him to show it off.
I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see it too.
I mean, true to his wallet as well, because if he violated the NDA, of course they're going to sue the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, not to go off topic, but I don't even know what this has to do with anything. But Eric, you said that you were going to be getting the Jenna RDA. Did you end up being able to get it?
Well, it still hasn't. He had issues with it, so it hasn't released yet. So the first batch Oh, I forget exactly what was wrong with it. There was no. He was all confused because there was no screw holes through the insulator, yet there were screws in it. If that makes any sense. And so he sent them all back the first batch, and so I think it's still like 4 weeks out now. So it got delayed like a whole 6 to 8 weeks.
I tried to get my hands on one, man, but I couldn't get it.
One thing that's I just got this from Asmodus, the bunker. You guys seen this yet?
I've seen some things about it, yeah.
Dude, it's like the reverse karma. So the airflow is bottom airflow, and it comes in that way. But then inside the deck, you see that? So the airflow comes in right here.
Son of a bitch, that looks familiar.
Yeah, the airflow.
My RDA.
Really?
Exactly like it.
Who did you show? Because Asmodus just I don't even think they've sent this out to reviewers yet. I'd be watching the company the company websites, and when
mine
new
was
RDA
shown to Tony back in March of this year.
Well, this is the top cap. It's actually got like a see-through portion, so you can see your coils and see inside the deck.
Yeah, that's a gimmick thing right there.
Yeah, it is.
Put that deck back up again. Yeah, that looks very, very familiar.
So the airflow comes in right here.
My airflow doesn't come in like that, though.
And then on the
my
inside,
airflow is built into the side.
The airflow comes in between the two O-rings and then out a little bit higher on the inside. So it's about, I don't know, 2.5 millimeters higher. It kind of goes up at a slant.
So it's coming through the post then.
Yep.
No, actually, mine is different because I didn't put it between the O-rings because I wanted mine slammed down lower. So if you hold that up and you see like the post has where the coil catches on one side, the airflow is on the other side of that same post. So it's up in the air almost like the Haku. So that way you could slam it down, make a deeper juice well, and not have to worry about over squonking.
Is yours gonna be dual or single coil?
Single.
Well, I mean, I think that you're pretty safe with yours coming out, man. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, fuck the world. That's coming out no matter what. I want that.
Yeah, man. You got to put it out.
I don't want to get rich. I just want, make a couple bucks on it and I'll be happy.
Well, plus you might get the vape that you want, That's what Tony always says. Tony always says, even in his videos, he just wanted something that he really liked himself,
Yeah. And that's, I think if you don't like, you got to make something to what you like. If I ever get to put out a design someday, I will make sure, because I like more of a restricted airflow, but I'll want to do something that other people can enjoy too, that they can adjust it to have more airflow. But if I don't get my vape off of it, then what's the point of putting out an RDA?
That's true, man.
Absolutely.
You want to be able to vape it all day, every day.
Yeah. That's just how it is. No offense to the rest of the world, that's why flavor and vape style, all of that is so subjective.
Absolutely.
I think us three, although Steve vapes at a lower wattage, we all like kind of the same RDAs. Yeah. So I imagine that.
Steve, hey Steve, just out of curiosity, does your boyfriend vape too?
He likes more of an open vape though. He doesn't dig the restricted. That's why we meshed so well together. It's like opposites attract.
Oh, so is your relationship called the profile because it meshed together?
Oh God!
Damn, man.
No, I'm the king of corny jokes. If you've ever watched one of my reviews, you get that real quick.
I just fell off my dinosaur.
Oh.
Thanks for that. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. I just figured I'd throw a corny joke in too, man.
I'll make sure to tell your boyfriend William that you said that.
Hey, man, don't hurt his feelings. He's in the room, man.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Hey, Philly, what's up? Philly Vape 215 in the building.
Trying to win up all our shit, man.
Yeah, that's why we stopped doing giveaways, because Philly won it all. It wasn't fair to everybody else.
Hell yeah. Philly winning all our shit.
He had them fast typing fingers like fucking NASCAR, typing in the answers, man.
Yeah, he's from Philly, man.
Yeah,
Those
like
guys
NASCAR,
get down.
but he was always on the left side of the keyboard.
Those guys from Philly, man, they don't play, man.
Yep.
Don't fuck with a guy from Philly. No.
We were just talking about that Saturday night. I went to the Golden Knights hockey game, and they whooped on Anaheim 3-1. But we were all sitting there talking. They're like, "What's the worst hockey town you've ever been to?" I was like, "Fucking Philly, man. Those guys are brutal."
Yeah, dude. Even for all their sports, man, they'll fucking tear you up, man.
Yeah, Philly fans are fucking ravenous.
Uh-huh.
Yep, they sure are. So one thing I wanted to ask you guys about, and I was like, man, I got to wait for this opportunity because I already bought it just in case I decided to do a review on it. And I don't know if you guys have been following the drama around it. And Steve, I'm sure you have, because we've talked about bringing him on this show. But the FPRTA.
Yeah, I've definitely talked to him a couple times to be on the show, and he's supposed to be on the show this month. So I'm hoping that that's going to still happen. But you can continue with what you're going to say.
So
I think within the next week, we should pull someone out of our fan group who's actually in the chat and give them an opportunity if they want to be on next week's show.
I think we bring Philly on. Philly's got a channel.
Hell yeah, bring Philly on.
Philly, what are you doing next week at 6 Pacific time?
9 o'clock.
No, 6.
Technically not, because he's in Philly, man, so it's 9.
Don't let Steve handle him coming on the show because he'll never show.
Nobody likes me for some reason, man. I do my best, and then they're like, nope, ain't happening.
Anyway, so there's all this drama with the FPRTA because apparently TVP, and I went back to try to find it. I don't know if he deleted the video or what, but I've seen people talk about it, that he said all Americans are inbreds, rednecks, something like that. And then I guess he told Mike Vapes, sorry, I'm not trying to get all the drama going. I just want to know what people's opinion is of reviewing it, but giving you some context. But I think I remember Mike Vapes saying that he asked him about it, and he said, no, I was talking about Jay Hayes particularly.
I seen the video, and if you're talking, was it a live video?
I don't know. I just have heard that there was some video.
The video, so you guys be on
there was a video up, and it was him, and he was talking about Jay Hayes' review of his RDA, and he said that Jay Hayes had like sabotaged the review because he put a coil in there that was like stupid fucking big and like wasn't really meant to be in the fucking RDA or something like that.
Yeah, but Jay Hayes does that.
That's what I mean. And then Jay Hayes came on his show and he started calling his fans that they were inbred and that they were like whatever, this and that. And then Jay Hayes got on the show and they were talking about it and shit. And like, I don't know, man. I guess he just said all this stuff. Basically, it was more about, I think, Jay Hayes than Americans as a whole. But I could be wrong.
That's what I was wondering, is if it was taken out of context. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But if you come across and you just straight up fucking, insult Americans, that's a pretty fast way to get your shit fucking shot down, because this is the market where everybody will spend ridiculous fucking money for something stupid.
Yeah.
So I can't see him being stupid enough to slit his own throat that way.
No, and I think that it was maybe taken out of context because he was talking about like the hazers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a big fan of Jay Hayes. I think he comes across as an impetuous child. I don't like it, so I'm gonna smash it.
So I'm not gonna lie. I love Jay Hayes. I know some people disagree with it. He's not. I don't know. He's not the type of reviewer I would be necessarily. I don't want to do drama, but it's entertainment. I like watching it.
I'm an older guy, and I'll be the first to admit it. I come from a generation that you're not judged on what you say. You're judged on what you do. you know,
That's
and the way he comes across on his things, everywhere you turn, no offense, in the past year, he's been involved in at least 4 different fucking drama events.
See, that's,
You know?
I'm like, I don't know.
He is. He's the Kanye of vaping. He thinks his shit don't stink, but his farts give him away.
I'm kind of indifferent to it. I think I kind of like was watching him and someone else before I started doing reviews, but like I watched Grim Green a lot too. So I think that I don't know if necessarily what he's doing is good, but if that's what gets him his views and stuff, man, I can't hate on him.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. He has his right to do his thing. I'm just saying my personal opinion. I'm not telling other people don't watch him.
No, sure.
They're all grown motherfuckers. You got to be 18 to vape.
Yeah.
You're all grown. Make up your own mind. Me, myself,
but
I'm not fond of him.
I do
I'm not
think
fond of his reviews. How's that?
I think that Grim Green's videos are more well put together, and I think that they are definitely, he's more for the vape community. I
agree. My problem with Grim Green, honestly, his videos are way too long. My ADHD kicks in. 10 minutes into the video, I'm like, fuck this. What can I skip to?
Yeah, his videos are usually like 20 minutes plus or something, man, and that kind of loses some people.
Used to have 40-minute vape videos.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like when you watch other reviewers sometimes, it almost seems like they don't want to do the reviews because they've been doing them so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I like Tony. Tony keeps his videos down to like 10 minutes, 15 minutes here.
Sure.
You know, and I'm cool with that. That's why, like, when I started mine, both my videos are less than 8 minutes. I wanted to make them short, quick, to the point. I don't have the production value all you guys have, so I was doing it straight off of my phone. But I just wanted to make it quick, fast, and easy for the general vapor. My review channel is not for people who want to learn how to vape. No, I'm not taking that responsibility.
I try to keep mine about 13 minutes, 15 and down, no more than 15.
Yes.
Yeah, mine are all right around 15.
We're in the middle of the ADHD generation. You know what? Keep it short and sweet. Once you go beyond 15 minutes, you start losing people. I can't count how many times I've watched like Grim Green and I'm sitting there looking at my phone in my recliner and I've fallen asleep halfway through the fucking video.
But I also think that, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Eric. I don't really watch a lot of other reviewers. And for one reason is because I vape a lot of the stuff that I get off Facebook, and a lot of other reviewers don't really review that stuff, man. You know what I mean? I buy a lot of my shit off of groups.
I think Tony and the Vaping Biker are our only saving grace as far as review channels for swamp stuff.
Yeah, I like the Vaping Biker. He's pretty cool.
So Philly Vape said, "Short, sweet, and to the motherfucking point," in his Steve voice.
That's me, man. Short, sweet, and to the motherfucking point.
Yeah, I also try to keep mine right around 15. At first, I think I was doing them too short, right? I was there is that sweet spot. And I shouldn't say too short, because you can do a 10-minute video, and as long as you cover, or a 5-minute video, and as long as you cover everything about that device, you're fine. But if it takes 15 minutes to cover that all the shit about that device, then it takes 15 minutes.
Kind of like doing a 10-minute video on a Soarin' drop. You know, come on.
Yeah.
You should be able to cover that whole mod in 3 minutes.
Sure. Steve, he wasn't talking about you, I don't think.
No.
Sorry, Steve. I didn't even see Steve's review on that.
Oh, I think mine was only was mine 10 minutes. I think it was shorter than that. I don't even think I finished it. I think I told people I was going to do it, and then I never did it.
Charles Godwin in the chat has a good point. I think he's referring to Jay. He said he is entertaining. Reviews are just boring, with everything being just slight changes on things that came out a year ago. And I don't know if
was he talking about Grim?
I think he's talking about Jay.
I think so.
He could be talking.
I agree with what Phil has said. Grim promotes his friends. People who make friends with him outside of, the YouTube channel, they always get precedence on their reviews.
Sure.
And I agree with that. That's why I approached a lot of modders, like Connor from Mums, Taji Mods, stuff like that. I was trying, because we don't have a lot of swamp stuff, just Tony and, the Vaping Biker. I was trying to get the off modders that are just in the Facebook groups. Hey, send some stuff to me. I'll review it. It doesn't even have to be free. Give me a discount and I'll buy it. I don't give a shit. You know?
I just think that, I guess I do agree that the videos can be very repetitive. And I see that now. I'm only, 60 videos in. And I try to switch things up a little bit, man. But it's kind of hard, you know?
Absolutely.
And I think I wish that there was more products that were low end, that were squonk, that were regulated, that were good. And I would review those. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just I didn't like the iJoy one. I didn't like the Geek Vape one. I just thought those ones were garbage. And
did the guy from Gamma reach out to you guys yet?
No. What about this? Get this, Steve.
I would pick that up. I want to actually pick that up. I would review it.
I'm going back and forth on that, but I don't have any more regulated mods. Like I said to you last week, my regulated mods are basically ohm readers for me to build for my unregulated stuff.
And I don't know, to be honest, man, this thing really isn't that bad to be taken around. And if I drop it, I drop it. If something happens to it, whatever. I mean, this thing seems like you said, it's pretty solid. And actually, if you don't want it to be a squonk mod, it comes with like that fill-in part to where it just looks like a regular mod.
Yeah. Can I review the FP, guys? Are you gonna hate me if I did?
No, go ahead, review it. You know what? It's you. You do you. Fuck everybody else.
Hey, I try. Like I said, I'm trying to get him on the show, and then maybe he can clear it up, and maybe people won't be so hateful.
I think that's why he won't come on the show.
Well, here's the thing:
that's gonna come up.
Maybe. Yeah.
All the UK guys are saying that the RTA is like top 3, and then all the American guys are saying that it's complete shit. So I had to buy it because I'm like, dude, I need to see for myself, because you don't normally see just two polar extremes, and all these American guys are mad about it, and all the UK guys are on his side. So they're obviously both biased, and so I just want to see for myself which is it? Is it shit? Is it in the middle? Is it good?
I was gonna say it's probably just another RTA, and I get it. They want to put it up for him so he can make whatever, get his name, get his money, whatever. But I mean, dude, if it's just an RTA, it's just an RTA. You don't have to say it sucks. You don't have to say it's the greatest.
I agree, but in all essence, my son just made it. Phyllis, that's my son Billy down there.
What's up, Billy?
In all fairness, honestly, my dad used to tell me, keep your words short and sweet. You may have to eat them later.
Yeah.
You know what? We're all together in this. And it doesn't matter if you're UK, America. You know what? Once one of us goes down and the FDA fucking hammers us into the ground, they're going to skip across the pond and go, hey, wait a second. It worked for the US. And they're going to start hammering them too.
That's why I wanted him to come on the show, man, because I don't think you guys would hate on him. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't hate on him at all. You know what? Everybody deserves their say. And you know what? If it was said in haste, or he spoke without thinking, you know what? Come on and say, you know what? I'm really sorry. It was a fuck up. I was just in a pissy mood that day.
Yeah. I mean, he says some crass shit all the time anyway, so maybe he didn't mean it,
Hey, you know what? Billy's in the chat. He'll tell you flat out, I got a bad habit of letting my mouth run away. But 5 minutes later, I'll come back and apologize for it.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I am, too. Yep. I'm the same way, Bill. I'll say something crass and fucked up, and then I'll be like, oh, wait, that crossed the line. My bad. DBS said that he's about to start posting videos, and he's curious on our thoughts, any tips for starting a YouTube channel.
Don't.
Whoever wants to start first can. If you want to say something, Eric, I can say something.
You can go ahead and go first. I got some things too, but I think you've been doing it the longest. So
I
agree, Phyllis. You're right.
Okay, so when I first started my channel, the best thing is you got to find like a good spot to do it in your house that you can make a good looking background, whatever, make it look presentable, or even just don't worry about what people say in the beginning, because people aren't always going to watch in the beginning. You got to build it up. Just keep making videos. Even if people aren't watching at first, just keep going and going and going. Get some videos out there. People will start watching you, man. And then you got to just act like you know what you're talking about. And make sure you kind of do a little bit of back knowledge, look about it, whatever you're reviewing, look it up. And I think you'll be good, man.
Yeah. And for me, very early on, I learned it pretty quick thanks to Dave, who was actually in the chat at one point at least. He basically, when I first made my first couple of reviews.
No PJ Hayes.
Well, no, I was actually kind of like, everybody who knows me knows that I joke around a lot. I have fun. That's just the kind of guy I am. And in my first couple of reviews, I was very like, all right, today we have this, and yay, look at it. Right? I was just kind of, I wasn't myself. And he was like, dude, your audience is 18 and older. You don't got to be PG. You definitely don't, because I was so worried because I work, like I make my reviews for Phoenix. Phoenix like lets me, they bought the camera equipment. I'm employed to make reviews, which is dope as fuck. And it kind of happened on accident. It was all a cool situation. But anyway, so Dave was like, dude, you got to just be you. Have fun. If you are not having fun if you, by the end of that review, you look back and say you didn't have fun, I don't think you should put the damn thing out. And so you can kind of tell after he had that pep talk with me, because I loosened up. I became myself. And it's a lot. If I go watch my first video, I'm like, oh my God, that's boring as fuck. And then,
don't go back and watch your first video.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what. The best piece of advice, and it's not advice, it was the best mentality I've ever seen on a reviewer was Tony tells people always say, how come you like everything you review? And Tony's response is, I only review what I like. That's why he always likes what he does. If he doesn't like it, if he tries it out, he doesn't like it, he actually doesn't even review it. Because he don't want to tell you it's shit. He's not trying to do negative stuff.
I was going to say that next. Don't review something you don't like unless it's a hyped up item and you don't like it and you want to call it out. Call it out. And then he also asked what program I use. I use Filmora because I don't have a Mac or anything. I have just a Windows. I got a HP. So I use Filmora, and I actually had someone make my logo for me. I can give you their name if you want to talk to them. They do them for pretty cheap, and they're actually really nice logos. So I can hook you up, DB Squonks.
The other thing is I actually, believe it or not, I edit on my phone. It's become a thing because I have a full-time job as a development director of a nonprofit. And then I'm also 20 hours-ish a week here at Phoenix. So I'm working 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week. And so I have found this program on my phone that's called Keen Master, and it's only available on Android, unfortunately. And that's primarily what I use to edit, because I'm just going to be a little blunt here. I can sit down on the toilet, and while I'm on the toilet, I can be editing my videos. You know what I mean? I could be sitting in the passenger seat of a car editing my videos. I can be in a meeting where I'm supposed to be paying attention, like I will be once we're done with this, and I'll actually be editing a video.
Now, does it?
I downloaded OpenShot. I haven't used it yet because my first videos were done on my phone. So I've been playing with it, but not as much as I should.
If you'll look at my first couple videos, one of them I did edit with my phone, but it had a watermark, and it was really annoying, and I couldn't get rid of it unless I paid for it. So I was like, that ain't happening. And then I tried out Filmora, and I didn't pay for it at that time. So there was a huge watermark all the way across the fucking video. So it was like basically, all the way across the middle of it. So it made the video look stupid. So I had to pay for it. But I think if you could edit off your phone, that's okay. I mean, that's a good,
I might change up and see if now Eric, here's my question. Do you record your reviews on your phone?
We did until I believe about 6 weeks ago. We got it's actually, in my opinion, and I did a lot of research, and another guy that works at the shop also did, and he agreed with me. We got a Canon for we got like a whole package, but you can get the camera used usually for $300. And it does 4K, but no equipment we have. We just got a new computer, so it should handle 4K.
Yeah.
So, but we've only been doing it at 1080p because we didn't have anything to handle 4K to edit.
There's no need. I talked to Tony. All his are done in 1080p. He goes, there's no need.
Mine too.
Well, that's what I've been told too, because
I picked up I have a 1080p camera that I'm using right now. I can use it as a PC camera, or I can use it as a video camera. And no joke, I picked up the camera, tripod, memory chip. I picked up I think 126 gig memory chip it's a Japanese camera, but it was $125 for everything.
Here's what I
use
use
to get me started.
When I was this is my original camera I used, which was pretty cheap. It's just a Canon, and I had good lighting, so it made it look better. And then when I was in Florida, I went to a couple pawn shops, and I picked up a Canon Rebel T5i.
Yeah, that's a good camera.
I got it for a great deal in a pawn shop, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to upgrade and just get this. So I think those are two good cameras that you could use.
So I got
I got it's called an Andoer, Andoer, and I picked it up on eBay for $125. That covered everything: the memory chip, the camera, came with a bunch of extras, and I think I spent another $25, and I got a mini tripod with it.
That I was gonna say that's one of the most crucial things is a tripod.
Yeah, very crucial. 100%. Tripod and lighting, because my first videos with my phone, I don't think were that bad quality. There's definitely an improvement, but the improvement when we got the Lumix G7, which is I don't know why I said Canon, Panasonic.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say not the video quality, the personality quality.
Yeah.
That's at about a 420p. Needs to be brought up to about a 1080p.
We got a backdrop and lighting kit that was like $75, I want to say, and I think that made just as much of a value added as the camera itself did.
Wait, where'd you get your backdrop at? 'Cause that's something I've really been trying to look into. Yeah, this is actually
for me. It's about the lighting.
Yeah, my girl bought me one of these. I don't know if you can actually see it, but one of these, a couple of these.
Yeah, my problem is right here in front of me is a wall, and it's literally like 8 inches from my computer monitor. So I have enough room for my camera to be sitting right here above my my computer monitor.
Well, look into ring lighting, man. That's actually pretty good.
And soft boxes. Soft boxes. I love soft boxes because you can get the lighting. I don't want to do a
ring lighting because it'll light up every freaking wrinkle on my face. I don't want to do that.
Hey, that's all right, man.
That's just a lot of wrinkles.
Hell yeah.
So what was I going to say? Oh, we're running up on 6 minutes, and I do got to leave at 7 hard. Sorry, guys. One thing I wanted to bring up before we got done, and we talked
10 o'clock hard or 7 o'clock hard.
Fuck, here we go. Here we go. All right.
He wishes he had 10 hard.
Oh wow. He wishes he had 7 hard. Anyway, Vegas. It sounds like Phoenix is going to be rolling in a pack to Vegas, Bill. So,
yes, Phoenix is going to be rolling in a pack. Yes.
You like that?
You guys got to come. Phyllis knows everybody who's in the chat. We're going to have a meet and greet Friday night. It's going to be at PT's Bar and Grill. It's right around the corner on Charleston from the convention center. As soon as the convention closes Friday night, we're all going to do the stagger over to PT's. And yes, they do allow vaping inside.
Oh wow!
So yeah, we're gonna cloud that place out.
I'm down with that. Yeah, is Tony going?
Tony does not know because Tony has another one. I believe he's going to be doing Houston. So I don't know if he's going to make the Vegas. Even though he used to live in Vegas, I figured he would be here. But you know, I believe he still has a house here, and I figured he'd come out just to check on things. But I haven't heard anything.
He has a house in Vegas.
Yes,
he used to work there.
I do have a clip light. These are my stuff to knock down the speed of the light. But
wait, Tony he's just like a millionaire or what?
No. Tony used to live here. He was a radio personality at a radio station here. He's a radio personality.
My old call center boss used to be a radio personality there. Her name was Terry.
Actually, one of the first people that helped me out with my videos and like talking to people like that was a radio person, and he kind of gave me some tips and stuff. I think that's pretty easy transition for Tony, maybe because you can talk.
I did mild radio, but voiceover because of what I used to do back in the day as a DJ. But it was one of those weird things, but it was one of those originals. Like they had me set up like one of those 50s, 60s DJs for carnival rides.
Sure.
And I had to have a specific voice and everything. So I didn't do regular radio. I just did carnival radio voice, and that was it.
If you guys look hard enough, you'll find I used to work for an independent political news station. It was kind of a guy with a decent sized YouTube following, and we would help with production, and in return he would allow us to host our shows on his YouTube channel that he had already built a following on. So if you look hard enough, you can find some videos of me doing political commentary. And then I did music, obviously, for a long time before that. Philly told me I should have stuck to rap. I don't know if that was a diss about my reviews or if that was a compliment about my music. But
that was definitely off the cuff. I could tell.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's that Philly coming out of him, man. He's ruthless.
He's ruthless. That's for sure.
Yeah, I want to. Do you do jump cuts when you edit on your phone?
Me? Yeah.
So what do? You record on the camera and then you download it to your phone and edit it there?
Yep. Well, I upload it to my drive. So we have two memory cards. So usually I'll record the down low of me unboxing right when I get the product normally. And then a couple days later, I'll record the down low of putting the build in it after I've put a couple builds in it and know that I'm doing it the right way. And then I'll record the up top usually 6 to 10 days in. Unless mods, I usually do a little quicker because you don't necessarily have as much of a learning curve. And so I kind of speed up the process by dropping it from like vape height and stuff like that. So I did that with this guy, and you can actually, in the review, you couldn't really see it. But when I unbox it and it's down low with a mod, you're seeing it when I first pull it out of the box usually. But I did scratch up my top side quite a bit by doing the drop test, which sucked. But it held up fine. It just chipped the paint a little bit. So.
Yeah, I think when I do the review on the Citadel, I think I'm going to do the Tony style and just leave the coil that's in there and wick it.
That's what I did. I didn't even unwick it because I said, look, if you're watching this review, I guarantee you know how to wick an RDA.
You better know how to fucking set up an RDA and wick.
That's how I used to always do my videos too. But then people were like asking, can you just show it? And I'm like, man, all right, I'll do that. But some of them, I mean, like that are like that easy, man. You don't really have to because you know where it's going to be sitting. But
like the Citadel, that was kind of fidgety to get that coil in there. I am not going to do that on camera and make myself look
it amplifies it. Dude, this is actually a good camera for this. Actually, I can send stuff right to my phone from this.
Oh, that's cool.
Camera. So that's actually I used to do some stuff from camera to phone.
All right.
That camera that I have, I'm actually bringing with me to the show, so I can record a walkthrough on the vape show.
Yeah, do that, man.
Let's do some sign outs at 7:00.
Nope.
Cooper's Vaping View. Look it up on YouTube. I'll see you all in Vegas.
There you go. Steve, you can't go last. It's been a thing this show, apparently. So go ahead.
I can go second to first.
Yep.
Okay. I want to thank everyone for being here, even Eric. And I want to say check out both Eric and William's YouTube channels. And also check out mine if you're, interested. And you can check me out on Instagram at Mountaineer Vapes. And I'll use my original close to the mic voice. Thanks, guys.
I'm going to copy him to start my intro to my closeout. You can find me on Phoenix Vapors YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/YouTube. Wait, what? No. Oops. YouTube.com.
We'd like to thank you for joining us here on Real Vape, Real Reviews.
YouTube.com/Phoenix Vapor. Make sure if you haven't already subbed Steve's channel, you do that, but you're here, so you probably have. And go search for Billy Boy over here's dad, William, Cooper's Vaping View. And we're signing the F out.
Peace, son.
Goodbye.